The latest disturbing media trend has teenagers eating laundry detergent packets. You may know it as the Tide Pod Challenge. It's poisoning kids across the country. So why the teens continue to do it? ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick shares some insight. Jess.
Alan, the Tide Pod Challenge follows a laundry list of other viral internet games. First, teens were daring one another to chug a gallon of milk. Then it was eat a spoonful of cinnamon. Now it's these Tide Pods. Teenagers are ending up in emergency rooms across the country. For what reason?
Videos are circulating on social media. Kids are eating bright-colored liquid laundry detergent packets, foaming at the mouth with soap. It's a game teens are calling the Tide Pod Challenge.
I thought it was kind of stupid of people to eat such a poisonous and dangerous thing.
At the State College of Florida Collegiate School in Manatee County, most teens know exactly what the Tide Pod Challenge is.
Well, I saw it on YouTube and people just biting it and it just runs through their mouth. It's not good.
Luckily, the students at SCF Collegiate School seem to be avoiding this poisonous trend.
Mainly, I'm kind of seeing it from a higher level of people doing it, as in people from college. That's mainly where I got it from. But when I discussed it with my peers, I didn't really hear them saying they wanted to try it and stuff.
But teachers are warning the students anyway, not just about the Tide Pod Challenge, but about all of these viral challenges.
I hear about them all the time. I think if they show up, it's either you're eating cinnamon or you're eating the single hottest chip challenge, or it seems like every week there's something new, stupid to do to yourself.
It's not clear how the Tide Pod Challenge got started, but the American Association of Poison Control Centers is warning that it's seen a spike in teenagers eating these laundry pods. Poison Control Centers saw 53 cases all of last year. In 2018, they saw 39 cases in just 15 days. That's 13 to 19-year-olds misusing these laundry pods. Doctors now warning of the dangers. Dr. Diana Kerblick works at one of Sarasota Memorial Hospital's urgent care centers. Luckily, she hasn't seen any patients that have eaten these Tide Pods.
If I were to get a patient that had apparent concern for a possible ingestion, I would send them over to the emergency department.
Dr. Kerblick is begging teens not to do the challenge, warning it could cause seizures, respiratory arrest, or even kill you.
Tide Pods or any detergents are an alkaline substance that can cause burns that are pretty significant. Burns to the mouth, if you squirt it into your eye, it can cause burns to the surface of the eye. It can cause burns to the esophagus.
So if it's so dangerous, why are the kids still doing it? Psychologists have a few guesses.
Online, when something is two-dimensional online, it looks less real. You're more anonymous. So danger for many people is suspended when it's online, as opposed to real life. If you saw someone do something terrible real life, it has a bigger impact on you than when it's done on screen.
Kids could be lonely and craving attention.
It's all part of this new age that we're in, that many kids live their lives, all their friends online.
Rymar Tirado owns Sarasota Underground, a new media company in Sarasota. Tirado watched the Tide Pod Challenge spread like wildfire online.
I thought it was a satire video when I first saw it. I thought it was somebody making a spoof video about hey, I'm gonna put this thing in my mouth.
Not only this trend, but he sees new challenges pop up almost weekly. He has his own thoughts on why teenagers are following such dangerous trends.
First of all, everyone wants to be famous, right? So everyone's looking for that quick opportunity to get 1 million views online. Because that's what social status is now, right? And so especially school-age kids, if I can get 1 million likes, I'm more popular than you. And so that becomes real social pressure to try to create the next crazy thing.
Tirado also thinks there's a psychological reward that teens get from it, that it makes them feel closer to their peers. So how do we prevent the next Tide Pod Challenge? Tirado isn't sure we can.
The world is that you can't stop stupidity from spreading.
Psychologists can only recommend monitoring and limiting your kids' time online. One can only guess what the next viral video trend will be.
When teens eat these capsules, they've been hospitalized with vomiting, difficulty breathing, and even a loss of consciousness. Luckily, there haven't been any reported deaths.
Jess, thank you.